Hello everyone, I am Abhishek and today we are going to solve longest palindromic substring problem. So this problem is similar to the this palindromic substring, total number of palindromic substring we need to find. So there actually we are finding total number of substring, and on top of that, like with finding total number of substring, we need to find that like which one is among them is the longest one. So I want to do this in the tabulation approach. The approach will be similar to the palindromic substring question. Only thing we need to see is which is the longest one, and we need to return the string instead of the count here. So let's get started here. So we'll have int l is the s dot length length. We have length, and we will have 2D matrix vector vector of int. Again, I have made one space dp, and here n, and then vector n comma 0, and so we need to use your gap method and we need to go lengthwise. So I will put length equals 0, l less than n, l plus plus, and then we will go traverse through row wise. So it I equals 0, I less than n, I plus plus. But we need to check here every time that on every succeeding iteration we need to reduce the number of rows, because the number of rows, what it is telling us is what is the length, total number of length. So on the last row what will happen is I will be also here, j will be also here, and in the second last row I will be here and j will be at the end. So there are two cases. So whenever we are decreasing the we need to ensure that we are decreasing the row, like l minus 1, or minus 1 is not required, and minus l. Okay. Then we need to figure out the j here. J equals so here it will be I plus L, because whatever value of I is, L actually telling us the length. So whatever the value of I is, we need to just add the length so that we can go to J. And after that we need to have the condition where I equals J. Then here we will have our dp of ij equals to true, and then else if whenever we encountered j equals I plus 1, that time we will be having I and j. So here I equals to equal to s of j will give me the answer. Else if s of equals to s of I equals to s of j, if both characters are same, then we need to have our dp of I and j from dp of I minus 1 and j, I plus 1 and j minus 1, because we are going one string forward, and from the last string we need to go to back. And if we got anything like this dp of what it is, if I and j, so if we got the substring to be true, we need to store the starting and the ending character. So start and end I will mention here, and then start equals to I and end equals to j. So here what will happen is don't need to check the maximum here, because as we are increasing the length, So the last uh, palindrome which will get true will be the longest only, because the length is increasing every time. And at the end we need to return as substring of this. So sub str, I think we have the sub str, and we need to pass the starting index, and ending index we need to pass our length. I think here we need to pass the length. Sub str takes the starting index and the total length. So length will be j minus I. So and minus the first one. So as here we have the indexes, so j minus I. So we'll be having the index here. So we need to do 1 plus 1 so that it can calculate the total string, total length we can get. Because as we consider like this, if we had this BAD as the first BAD, or okay, let's say like BAD we need to calculate the substring, then BAD will be 0 1 2, B is at 2 and 3 and 4. So from this 2 we need to calculate 2 more. So here 0 1 2 3 4, so 4 minus 2 will be 2 here. So 4 minus 2 is 2 here, so we will be taking 2 character only, but we want 3 character here from 2 to including 4. So that's why we are doing plus 1. So let me run it, and some issue we have got. Okay, let make it st, and here instead of this we need to pass the and st. Yeah, so let's submit our answer. And we have got our answer here, and here the time complexity and space complexity both will be op n square. And thanks for watching my video. That's it for today.